Have I ever mentioned how much I hate that tree next to me? I do. I freaking hate it, man. I mean, believe it or not, I just spent like an hour and a half picking up all the leaves. I do it daily, but it's already covered again. You know, the front lawn, the back lawn, the side lawns, the street, the whole walkway here. And you know, I have no trees, so I don't expect to see the leaves. I'm not nitpicking here. I mean, I do. I hate that tree, not just because it caused over $50,000 worth of damage when it flooded out this house, when the roots got into the plumbing. And that was 6 months of having to move elsewhere, and this whole house was, you know, just anyway, yeah, a lot of work. And every day I'm having to clean up after that tree. And I think I hate that tree because, yeah, my neighbor just flat out refuses to ever sweep. In 20 years' time, she has never swept, ever. I guess she just likes watching me do it. So yeah, the house, it had to be completely gutted. And I tried to get over that fact because the house does look a lot better since it was completely gutted, I'll give it that. But it was not an easy thing to deal with, okay? And then, this whole driveway, it had to be completely, ripped apart because all the pipes had to be replaced all the way down to the street because of that tree, the roots getting into the plumbing, all the pipes had to be replaced. And then, so I decided to go ahead, make my life a little easier. So I thought by choosing to do a DIY switching out the landscaping project, and I added, made sure there's no trees anywhere around here so that I didn't have a lot of work to do. And I added succulent plants. It was stumps, stones, and succulents. And, a lot of mulch, a lot of rocks. And I want to see those rocks. I want to see the mulch. I want to see the pretty landscaping that I've done between the front yard, the backyard, and the side yards. And it just keeps getting covered in leaves. And it's just bumming me out because every single day I'm having to clean it up. And, it just seems... my neighbor, aside from our legal battles that we've encountered, it just seems like she's enjoying watching me clean up after her every day because in 20 years' time, she has not once swept. Not once. There should be a law somewhere on the books that says, you got to clean up after yourself. I just authorized a tree trimmer to come over tomorrow and take off as much of that tree as they legally can. Good morning. Yes, I've got my coffee. I'm eagerly awaiting the arrival of the tree trimmer. There's like 18 trees that surround this house, and I trim them all the time, especially the pepper tree on that side that's also a pain. But every once in a while, I do. I need to call in the professionals. And today's adventure, well, that's going to cost, I guess, $150. But it's worth it. Even though, it's like basically the last 3 payments that I've received from my neighbor due to our little court battle that took place. But yeah, it's, she's giving it to me, and basically I'm just paying to get rid of part of her tree. Yes, and the best time to trim a tree is when most of the leaves have already fallen. All you see are branches. All this is above my lawn. Hopefully, once I do that, I won't be seeing all of this. I just noticed that my neighbor's vehicle is currently there, so hopefully she doesn't come out screaming. I just called the tree trimmer because they're not here yet, and I want to get that tree, scaled. And they're like, "Oh, we not come till 12:30." I'm like, "I thought it was 9:30." Got up early for nothing. But hopefully, yeah, they'll show up at 12:30. It's now 12:30. Where are the tree trimmers? Yes, I'm a bit anxious. One, because, they haven't done it yet. And two, my neighbor is home. So I'm guessing as soon as she figures out that I'm trimming off the stuff hanging over this side, that she'll probably pitch a bitch. But maybe not. But odds are good. Hey, the tree trimmer just called. Apparently he's still running late, but he's running. Yeah, he'll be here in about 10 minutes, I guess. I'll be glad when he gets here, and whatever is going to happen, as much as he can take off of that tree that he can take. He's not the usual person I hire or call when I need somebody to do the stuff I can't get to. And this is just a random person I actually saw driving down the street with the word tree trimmer. And I'm like, "Hey, come here." How much? The tree trimmer guy just called and said, "I'm in your front yard." I'm like, "No, you're not." I'm in my front yard. And he gives me the address where he's at. And I'm like, "That's not my front yard." I'm going to have to call the guy that I normally call, because this one just showed up and said he was sorry, but, he didn't have his tools with him, and da-da-da-da, so can we do this another day? And I'm like, no, I'm already taking a day off from work, so... at this point in time, yeah, tree's not going to get scaled back, but hopefully soon. Okay, so I just called the regular person that I use, and of course he's familiar with that tree. But anyway, he thinks he might be able to help me out. I sent him some pictures of what it currently looks like, of course, and so now I'm just waiting on him calling me back and letting me know how much. Didn't want to see the whole day go to waste, so I'm out there doing some yard work, but... yeah, my regular tree guy that I call normally, he called me back and said he will stop by here tomorrow after he gets off work. Give me a price on what he thinks he should be charging me to do that. He's familiar with that tree. He knows it's a lot of work. So the guy I normally call, he just showed up, went with me out to the tree, and he remembers how much work that tree is. So he's like, $350, and I'm like, "Oh, no." How about I give you $100, $150? We could just do it right here, right now, and I'll give you the tools even. And he's like, "Yeah, no, because of where it's located, the area, and I need to bring in a truck." And so, yeah, it looks like I'm going to be stuck with that tree until I can figure out how to get that branch removed. Okay, it's Saturday morning, and I decided I'm going to do it myself, maybe save some cash. But I noticed there's a couple guys, a few houses down that are doing yard work. So I just went over there and offered them some cash. I said, "I'll give you some cash if you come help me." So I think they're going to come help me, hopefully. Yeah, I need to just get that part right there at least. Yeah, the goal is to at least chop some of this off today.
Espérate, no te metas.
Perfect. Yeah. Una más, una más.
Yeah, you Spanish. Si quieres, bájate la escalera.
Yeah, get it. Yeah, that branch in particular, right there, is the one we really got to get. Right there. Yeah, it's kind of. That's an electric one if you want to use that instead. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty big branch to deal with. Yeah. Get it. Ah, perfect.
Poquito, no te vayas a pegar en
Yeah,
la cara,
be
güey.
very
Aunque
careful.
saque la
Yeah,
rama,
get
esa
that
se
one.
cierra, güey. Trucha.
See, it's hard, huh?
Arriba, ahí.
It's just
ahí.
in a weird angle.
Arriba, arriba, donde está el encuentro. No, no te metas porque si no aquí...
Esa quiere, ¿verdad?
No, ya sí, bájate.
Yeah, just whatever you can get. Whatever you can get.
Nomás trucha, no lo
Doesn't have to be perfect today. Just you get more. Be careful. Yeah, money talks. Una más. Ooh, little more. Right there. Yeah, get it. Ah, as much as you can get. Snap it.
Es que no
There you
no
go.
no
Yeah, get it.
Eso.
Right there.
Ahí va, ahí va.
Pull.
Ya, jala, ya se desgajó, jálala.
Yeah. Okay. Getting better. Getting better.
Maybe in Taiwan, this is in the chainsaw. Yeah.
Yeah. That the wind will knock that part down. Okay. Yes, get it. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta break this down now, of course. Green Pride Landscaping, right?
Yes.
Excellent. All right. Much better. Yeah, got a little cleanup to do, but hopefully for the last time for a long time. All right, cutting it down little by little here. I know the mommy been outside. Yeah, been outside. So glad that this tree thing has, at least for now, been toned down, you know, and I'm gonna clean it up, finish cutting down the branches. But I'm really glad that apparently my neighbor wasn't even aware that it was happening, so she didn't come out and cause a scene. But she's going to figure it out when she does walk outside her house because, you know, a lot of those branches fell on her side because, well, they did. It's her tree, so. But, yeah, that tree has been a pain in my tush for a long time, so I'm really glad that the weather was conducive to getting this tree chopped down, and I found a couple people who were able to help me. Yeah, you know, pretty much I can do all this myself. I do all this myself, the landscaping, tree trimming, what have you, but every once in a while I do. I need the help of professionals, and particularly professionals that are a little more fearless than me about balancing on a ladder. You know, I didn't want to fall or whatever in the process of trying to tone down that tree next door. I need to make some more coffee. So that was definitely $100 well spent. It took them a half an hour, and yeah, I got a lot of cleanup to do. But yeah, at least I don't have to deal with that tree for a while. You know, it's just becoming spring, so yeah, those leaves are coming back, and I definitely thought it made the most sense to go after it while you could see the branches. I definitely consider it money well spent because, you know, my neighbor is never going to clean up after that tree. Never going to chop it down. So the law is clear. Anything on this side of the fence, I'm allowed to chop off. Yeah, it still hangs over the fence, but definitely much better than it was. Starting to look better. Yeah, there's that walkway I put in. Yeah. Look at that sidewalk. I knew I spent a lot of time putting one in. Yeah, I like that view much better. Whew. Yeah, while I was at it, decided to go ahead and take down a palm leaf too.